Hello. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Neuro-Heretical Wargaming. Video, but not a bug. It is a feature. Tonight, we will be painting the Krieg Engineers, or at least finishing them off. That sounds like an absolutely fascinating evening. To be honest with you. Not really. And it's Perkysaurus. So, Perkysaurus. What fresh hell have you come to torture me with this evening? And as always, we know if the music's a little loud. Or as it full well going to. again. The unfortunate downsides, apparently, eventually. The middle. My mic? There we go. Check, check. I think mine is not. Anyway, as I was saying. Like painting. At some point, you're that to it. a little bit easier, but all of them have shot. Looks like oh, hey, Wine. Yeah, no worries if you can't stay for the whole thing. You got stuff, you got. Yeah, we are just freak engineers. Really more doing like final touches, but just keeping it simple. I think this won the vote. Perfect. Actually, I don't think it won one. I think it was literally tied like 3 different ways. So I was like, okay, there's these guys. Mostly because the other 2 options, I forgot about that. Yay for Creed. Bonfire, you like practically every stream. I think it's okay that you're missing, that you might miss it. That is perfectly fine. Without doubt, one of our most consistent supporters. We appreciate that. Genuinely. Oh, yeah. like the Ballista Dreadnought. Ballistus Dreadnought. It's fun. Like, I think I had 2 of them. One fully painted, and the one I had posted up that customized a bit, but I haven't actually painted. They're good. They're actually really solid. If you ever get Space Marines, I do recommend. Both like narratively and just like solid shooting. Actually, fun story about that. While you're still here, on Friday night, we did not quite a test game per se, but we did a game with John's Emperor's Children, so you could get a little practice with them since Sunday was the first time, or Sunday, yeah, Sunday I think would have been the first time he had ever played with them. We decided to go ahead and go to our local store and get a practice game. And well, towards the end of our practice game, we were it got to a situation where his Land Raider was down to a wound. His Land Raider's down to a wound. He had a Mauler Fiend that was down to a wound. I had a Land Raider that was down to a wound. And the Ballistic Dreadnought shot and killed his Land Raider, which exploded, and was close enough to kill his Mauler Fiend, which then exploded, and was close enough to kill my Land Raider, which then exploded. Meanwhile, his he had a Rhino and a few other guys that were just like caught in the middle of that, of just a series of explosions. It was truly fantastic and something that doesn't happen often, but is great when it does. Like, genuinely, one of my favorite things, and just cause a chain reaction of explosions. It's genuinely one of the most fun. Out of 10, absolutely. I think I've had that happen like twice now. Oh, it is just so. It is just never not fun. Yeah, like absolute domino effect across the board. I guess let's see, because it was my Land Raider Crusader, which is like 200 some odd points. It was his Land Raiders, has probably 200 some odd points. For his Chaos Land Raider, and his Mauler Fiend. Like, it was a solid, like, probably 500-600 points just blew up on the board. It was at the end of the game, too, so it was very, very cinematic, so to speak. Dreadnought one shot, 15 kills. That was basically what happened. But it was fun. Like I said, that's one of those things that... Oh, that's one of those things where that just really shows how where the game shines. It really does. That's when the game is at its best, when dumb stuff like that. You're like, okay, this is why I love this. Ah, there's Perkysaurus hitting me with puns. We had a solid, like, what was that, a few minutes between? I'd say that a while ago, actually. It's already been like 30 minutes. These streams, guys, they go by so much faster than you would think. Like, I swear. Like, genuinely, every time I'm like, oh, wow. It catches me off guard. Yep, thanks for showing up, Wine Fire. Like I said, always happy to have you here. You are absolutely one of our biggest supporters, and we appreciate it. Of course, so are you, Brachiosaurus, and it goes without saying for Tristan. Tristan's here all the time. But I just wanted to throw that out there for you. Compared to just a different. Breed. Doesn't change really close. What even was that movie, actually? Zoolander. Oh, Zoolander. Other stuff going on. Probably more real. Bright shiny. 40K. Again. Oh. Go for the pork cheese. It'll be fine. We got a pup. And a bacon. And blah blah blah. Getting back. Yay, home. Totally. So like, not the first time. That's actually pretty. Used to use that. You would use that to move. Throw it out. Pull it to the side. Whatever you gotta do. Little trick. small, almost immediate progress every once in a while. I'll be honest with you, Pegasaurus. I'm not so sure your dad jokes have been fully on top of it tonight. It's like the Roni pizzazz. No, I'm missing. I can't quite. Fully grown. You're gonna eat. I wouldn't mind. I'm assuming that's you, Scott. Give me just a second to get you set up. Ah. Yeah, he said standby. That's Scott. Oh, look, Scott sent me a message. Just a second. I'm quick. Fire. All right. Got there. Go ahead and say something, Scott. Gotta get the thing. That's unfortunate.
Who else it is?
Who
It's
else is
me,
it?
Scott.
Have you considered getting? There you go. All right, you should be on.
Okay, great. How's it going over here?
Oh, it's going. We just getting stuff painted.
Oh, what you working on?
Krieg engineers.
Ooh, okay.
My camera just dies.
Rip.
I know. It was
Yes,
doing great.
in pepperoni.
I'm allergic to pepperoni.
Are
That's
you?
the Scott. I am. When I told you that, I feel like I told you that.
I don't. I don't think you have. I thought you just didn't like pepperoni. I don't think you've ever mentioned that you're straight up allergic to it.
Okay, so it's really more of like I think I've determined that I am allergic.
Self-diagnosed. Does it make you poop yourself?
No, but my mouth gets sore when I eat it.
Okay, that's fair. That is a level of allergic reaction. Yeah.
Yep, that is concurrent. That is a good description of a mild allergic reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so. And I guess you're probably more qualified to make that call than other people.
I mean, technically, I guess I can't diagnose.
Technically speaking,
But,
you can't diagnose. What's the well? What's it considered like? Okay, you're doing EMS stuff. You're on the scene. Oh
so I'm
God, their heart is exploding. What is that called?
so we're not diagnosing it,
You
right?
can't diagnose it with exploding heartitis, but
Yeah. Well, we can treat kind of the symptoms of what we think it is, right?
okay,
If they are having a heart attack, the paramedic's going to look at their sheet and go, okay, this is this right here. This isn't good. I think this is what is happening. They're not going to say you are having a heart. Okay, they might say like you are basically having a heart attack right now, but they don't. It's not an official diagnosis. Only the doctors can actually do.
okay, okay.
But once they get into the
That's
doctor's office
there's
will
not
look
like
that
a
over.
term for that.
There might be, but I don't know specifically what it is. But it's very,
I thought you were going to
very
test
distinct
today, but
setup.
oh,
I know it is very
well, okay.
specifically not a diagnosis.
Yeah, legally distinct
Yeah,
diagnosis.
I'm sure Rebecca can fill that
Well,
in much better. But yeah, so I think that's why I don't like pepperoni. Because like since I've been a kid, I'm like I just don't like pepperoni. And then like I ate
it
it.
makes it. It's weird. It makes me feel these weird feelings, like gas.
I didn't realize it till literally a couple years ago when I was working at Jimmy John's. I was like, I ate some pepperoni. I was like, man, my mouth hurts. I was like, oh, that's probably why I didn't like pepperoni. Now that makes more sense.
That would track. Yeah, that would track.
Yep.
All right.
So what are you working on tonight, Scotty boy?
I am doing the finishing touches on my cosplay for Dragon Con this weekend.
Now, you're ironically enough,
So,
thematically appropriate cut.
yes, I'm working on my tech priest, which you guys may or may not see on stream this month. Well, I guess technically next month.
I guess if you do it on stream, you can write it all off as a business.
That'd be funny. Don't follow us for tax advice. It'd still be funny. It's not a business expense. It's a Scott psyche expense. Oh, do I have a lot of stat? Do I sound staticky to you, Brendan?
You don't sound that staticky to me.
Hold on, I'm
I'm.
gonna unmute the stream.
I guess I hear the occasional pop. I can put some filters on, I guess. I don't even know what I would put on for that, actually.
No, I'd probably just redlining the mic, so probably just bring down my gain a little bit.
Okay. Put you at -13, see if that fixes it.
Okay, well, we'll find out. Tristan, keep up the good work. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
I just don't understand how this changes literally every time, even though we don't change it. You know what I mean?
Great question. I mean, maybe like maybe the mic's a little bit close to my mouth, or I'm feeling more exuberant that Biddy, what the hell are you doing? She's just like sticking her face into my paintbrushes.
Got an itch.
She wasn't even doing that. She was just like sniff, 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 and then just stuck her face there and just kept it there. It's like, Biddy, you're weird. You're a weird cat. I love you.
So
You weird.
today I had to take my car in to get new brakes, right?
Hmm.
I don't know if you noticed, but they've been quite squeaky for a while now. So,
I actually have not noticed that.
oh well, apparently it's true.
I've been too locked in
And
with everything
Danielle has
else
just
going
been
by.
like, I just paid off my Firestone card. We are taking it in and getting you new brakes. And I was like, but what about the APR? She said it doesn't count. Every new purchase starts a new like reset on the 6 month APR. And I said, okay, your card, not mine. So I got new brakes today. Now he's
Hell
quiet
yeah.
and static. Damn you, Scott.
Hold on. Hold on.
Someday we will have a studio. We
Okay,
can
how
all
about
be in,
now?
we can do this at one location. I'm gonna turn
Are
you
we
up a
doing all in
little
one
bit.
location? Turn it up, up, up.
I mean, like someday if we're gonna have a studio, we might as well. I'll see why we wouldn't.
I'm sorry, what about a studio? I blanked out there for a second.
Scott, are you currently on the planet or not?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't want to be on this planet. Does that count for anything?
But if you think about it, we everything we perceive, we're technically always perceiving the past, right? Takes
That is correct.
time.
We have several, like a fraction of a second delay between our perception and brain registering it.
Okay, so where we think we are is technically a different part of space from where we currently actually are on the planet.
Yep,
Correct?
that's special
So in a
relativity.
way,
That's relativity right there.
you are always off planet.
I mean, that's fair. Well, okay, so we're gonna talk about reference frames, everybody. We're teaching y'all today. So if we're going with an Earth-centered, Earth-fixed frame, right, which is what most of our day-to-day life is, but kind of falls apart if you're doing space and satellite stuff. We're still on the planet because our reference frame is our reference frame is constrained to the planet. However, if we were to do a inertial frame, so it's
Oh, and he
inertial
just
with
cut
like
out.
the background of space. Oh, damn it. I was teaching.
Okay, you're back. You're back in. You're back in, I think.
Okay, great. Well, if it was inertial to the background of space, then yes, we would be moving in that reference frame very large, very, very much large, which is a big problem for like satellites, right? Because if like a geostationary satellite, they're staying in one place in space, in reference to the Earth, but they're actually hurtling through space at Mach Jesus.
Hmm.
So it leads to a lot of misunderstanding of like what is it doing? It's like, oh, uh, it's standing still. No, it's actually still hurtling through space at Mach Jesus,
As is tradition.
as is tradition. Also, Brendan, I hate to bother you about this on stream. Could you send
Uh-huh.
me a photo for the thumbnail this weekend?
Funny you should mention that. Literally, like 5 minutes ago on stream, I was like, I need to write up something and I need to take a picture before I go to bed tonight. And that was the picture in question.
Yes, for the thumbnail. That's not super secret.
Yes, the not secret project. The good news
But
is
to give our friends at home a heads up, what are we playing this weekend, Brendan?
this weekend we are doing Night Lords versus Blood Raven.
We are very excited about the announcement for the new Dawn of War, so we're celebrating it the only way we know how. Games.
Only way we know how, by sacrificing one of us to get tilted with the bird.
Honestly, he's been on a losing streak lately.
He actually has,
But
and
I guess you're
John's been
here to
on a
fix
winning
it.
streak, which is fascinating. Oh,
Yeah, there's something wrong with the universe right now, and I don't know what.
to be fair, I am also on a losing, including two bird
Is that-
specifically.
Ooh, shame. Damn shame.
The list too.
Well, you know. See, everyone, here's a little behind the scenes look of how we manage the channel. Poorly.
How we manage the channel,
We,
mostly with a lot of tears and a
h-
lot more complaints than you might
how,
expect.
how do we do it? We do it by doing our best. What our best looks like? Well, you're looking at it, everybody. You're welcome.
The fact that we have had a stream every week, except for like a 2 week period when we very first started, is frankly impressive, and I
And
hope everyone at home
once, with
recognizes that.
once, but we did have other content the day after.
I guess that's true, but we're like over 6 months into this now.
Yeah, we started in February, everybody. Isn't that weird?
Dutch. Isn't that
We're
weird?
officially 6 months into this, actually.
Oh, do you have the first day up by chance? We have to be close. We're not. It was like end of February, but I guess February is only 28 days, so we should be a little past
Fair.
it by now.
Um, Man, it'd be wild if somebody on our business Discord put dates on all of the thumbnails and streams.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it'd be wild if he used a normal method to date all of
Uh-huh.
those, so everyone else who works with the
Okay,
organization,
our first stream was February 23rd.
hmm, just a couple of days ago, I guess, yeah, a few days ago.
Yeah, good job us. This honestly, we're doing great. This is weird.
The fact that
Thank you all
nobody
for
hates
everybody who's
anybody.
been hanging out with us. There's not a bird-shaped hole in my wall yet?
Yet.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys on a journey that you might lose me for, but it's time to put the next layer of spray paint on these doodads.
Say you,
Micah
but
is
it's
also joining us
literally
on this journey.
say you guys, but it's literally just like Tristan right now.
Well, I saw there was Percusaurus in chat as well.
He was, but I think he's been in and out.
That's fair. He's probably working on something.
They're working on new puns. Puns this week have been
I mean,
not good. Dad jokes are
oh,
haven't been fully grown yet.
is he a dad?
I have no idea. He literally comes on this stream at least just to make dad jokes.
Honestly, you gotta respect the hustle.
I can certainly respect the commitment to the bit. Because I think we all know that I will commit to the bit. But you will really see at Jeff's wedding. I think we lost him. Ladies and gentlemen, lost him. Oh, it's
Oh,
unfortunate. Oh, do we have a Scott? No, we have a iffy Scott. Very iffy Scott. Very attic-y. Even more so than usual Scott.
okay, we're back.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
Sorry about that. Just needed to go outside to do the varnish layer on things.
I say ladies and gentlemen, but like statistically speaking, it's just gentlemen.
I mean, Mel joins us and Kirsten joins us.
That's true. Mel was here before the start of last week's stream. And I think she left before I could get the technical issues like figured out. Just a couple things I had to do. I was like, oh well. I appreciate a view and a comment, if nothing else.
Yeah, I need to catch up with her. I haven't talked to her in a hot minute. I think I've just kind of been bad with reaching out to people in general, which I'm trying to do better at.
I think that's fair. You do okay. We don't have any issues here, at least. But we also
Yeah,
see
we don't have
you.
any issues here. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just, I was also talking to Jeff about this, and I want to make sure we're still doing, like, friend stuff together, too.
I think the issue is just we've all been kind of busy. We're all in a very busy period. Like Jeff all
Yeah, this is,
has,
like, oddly busy for us. For
yeah.
all of us.
Like I, last week was the first time I have been to our local store in months, literal months. And I used to go every single Friday.
Yeah, I am excited for... Well, okay, well, I'm excited for this weekend, because I'm very pumped to go to Dragon Con.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very fun event. If you guys, if you viewers at home have not been to Dragon Con, I recommend it. It's a good time. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, but yes, I'm excited for next Friday because I can just go to the store, just hang out and roll dice.
Believe it or not,
Just
Tristan,
I
same
was
Mel. Tristan was like, you guys really are like Table of Titans. You have a Mel. Funny you should mention
yeah,
that.
no, that well, okay, so there's two different Mels. There's the
I guess that's
Mel,
true.
uh, yeah, uh, Melody is that they're the same Mels, but Adrian's wife Mel is not that Mel.
That's fair.
But yeah, no, that's one of the Mels is the same Mel. She's like one of their head moderators.
Speaking of Tabletop Titans and dreams, it would be fantastic one of these days if we could get someone out there happens to be in California to like go there and just like shadow them for a stream.
Hi. Yeah, I need to talk to those guys more. I every time I've interacted with them IRL, they're very nice people. They also curse a lot more than they do. Well, they don't curse at all on stream,
Mm-hmm.
but but no, they curse a lot more in person because they're just regular people, right? Um,
Alleged.
but no, I enjoy talking to them. I've met them a couple times at LVO and hang out with them a little bit. I doubt they remember me, but they thought they thought their tiger. Yeah, they thought their tiger. Wow, words. They thought that my tiger shark was theirs
You
because
heard
like
it
my
here
first
first.
LVO,
Hello Titans try to
my
steal our
first
Tiger Shark.
yeah, well, my first LVO, that Mel tried to organize like a Titans little casual tournament for the last day of LVO. So like once all the regular people have been kicked out, not kicked out, but didn't make the cut, we were gonna have our own little goofy tournament. And I brought my Tiger Shark. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna bring the Tau Air Force. And then we all got to the table and we all looked at each other very tiredly. It's like, yeah, we're not doing this. So we just hung out, and we went to go to like the bar and whatnot. And Mel's like, just leave your army here at like, because I think it was also the first time they revealed the Titans terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So they had like their own little booth and everything. And I was like, yeah, just leave it here at the booth. And I come back, well, I'm like hanging out there a little bit, and Brian Pullen, the Canadian one, walks up and he's like, when the fuck did we get a tiger shark? Well, you didn't. That's mine. Don't steal my tiger shark.
About like
He did say it was really nicely painted, so that was nice.
see, there's our end, Scott. We email them. Title it so about my Tiger Shark that you tried.
In retaliation.
All I'm saying is said that and then like got paint and all I'm saying is a stupid email title apparently worked on Bricky. So, you know.
Yeah, fair. That is fair. Also, Tristan, yes, a lot of things are hard to follow with me right now because I'm very scatterbrained. Do that little Dragon Con thing that I mentioned.
Little Dragon Con, you might have heard of it.
Well, I heard of it. You might be going there. Ow! Fucking what the? Did I just step on?
You okay, Scott?
Oh yeah, I stepped on something. Oh, Biddy kicked one of the clay pellets out of her litter box. That's what I stepped on.
As one does.
Yeah.
That's fully. Look at that. They're all intents and purposes fully banned. Neat. Step two is
Nice. Okay. I think while I'm waiting for things to dry, I'm going to finally finish up these Gondor buildings. I think all that I have left at this point is just the roofs. So,
the Gondor buildings for the Middle Earth Galaxy
yeah.
Battle game that's coming soon.
Well,
Trademark.
yeah. As of right now, I'm not going to say anything on stream here. I have a tentative date once everyone's back in town.
Speaking of which, that reminds me, who's producing Sunday?
Should be Brooke.
That's right. Okay. So I was like, wait a minute.
Yep, yep. Wouldn't hurt to just touch base with her, just so she knows when you all are showing up, though.
That is probably fair.
You know, I have ideas sometimes.
Also, good
Oh God,
job.
Tristan is the con crud.
You would think with all the
Sorry,
masks
good
people
job.
wear that would help, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
There's no defeating
That's
it.
the one thing I wanted to make that I didn't get to was like a face apparatus hoo-ha
I mean,
for my tech
considering the
priest.
amount of time you didn't give yourself, it's a
Yeah, well, cause like middle
lot
of
more.
last month, middle to late last month, we were
Hmm.
like, all right, well, we're gonna go to Dragon Con. We don't really have any cosplays. And I jokingly says like, well, we could kill ourselves and make the tech priest and the sister of battle that we were talking about. That was taken in earnest, and then we did it.
All right, I will not be basing my basing stuff. It's completely dry. Well, not completely dry.
That's
It
not
sticks
based.
to itself. I
That's not based at all.
know. I almost bought more last Friday, and then I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm
Oh, we're
fine.
fine.
That's why we have like these Space Marines. You also mostly just need final touches, but right out the last 30 minutes or so.
Eh, all right, I need the Fang. It's a good thing I've alphabetized all of my paints.
Still alphabetized or
I re-alphabetized them last week when I realized my desk was a mess and my paints were everywhere and not in the thingy. So I re-thingied the thingy.
thingy a technical.
Yes. Other technical terms that I use at work is the doodad and the hoo-ha.
Shouldn't be using people too hot at work.
I realized that after the first time I used it at work, it was like, could you not call it hoo-ha? It's like, oh, shoot. All right, I'm going to call it hoo-ha.
Oh, that's yeah.
Oh, that's accidental sexual harassment in the workplace, and we don't support that here.
Leave on one of our very short list of bylaws. It was don't do crime.
Don't do crime. Don't sexually harass your colleagues. But yes, her sister battle armor is looking fantastic. I am. She has worn all of the individual like pieces around me, but I haven't seen the whole ensemble together yet. So we're all going to see that together at the same time. So I'm excited for that. It's all she's been putting in absolute work with that, and it shows.
How did the sewing on Sunday go?
Sewing takes longer than I thought it would. So we finished sewing today.
Everything about this project has been so well planned.
I am a fantastic planner. No, no, it just took a little bit longer, but we got into a good. Like, I think the main thing is figuring out like the main thing has been figuring out like how to delegate the work and how to break up the work. And we found out that I'm very good at pinning and cutting things. She's very good at the sewing part. So eventually we got into that. It's like, okay, you do that. I'll do this. I'll just keep passing shit off to you. We'll get this together. Don't you worry.
I got you, babe.
I got you, babe. But it's been a fun project. I'm looking forward to not working on it for a little bit, but I'm looking forward to like adding more things in the future because that was one of the big things is that is a project that it's like a cosplay that I can just keep adding a little on to every year
Yeah.
as I get like more skills and everything and get more time. So I was actually hoping to make a servo skull as like my second level stretch goal.
Mm-hmm.
Because then we can also use that for the studio, but that didn't happen. But you know, I have most of the parts now.
I guess you could do like why don't you make like a universal mount? We find to put in the suit, whatever you want.
Yeah, through the power of Rachel Maxey, which is a fantastic creator for those of you who like arts and crafts and chaos gremlins. She made like a full size golem for her cosplay for Dragon Con. And all the arms are made with something called doll skeleton, which is something I did not know was a thing. But it's kind of like I'm trying to think of it's like you know the arm joints for bionicles?
Yes, like that, but
It's kind of
supersized.
like yeah, it's like that but supersized. So you can just like use it to make a skeleton for whatever that articulates. So I'm like, "Oh, okay. So I could just get one of those, make it into a mechadendrite or whatever, and then I can just put the skull on that." It's like, "Cool. All right. That's solved." It's just a matter of time. Like I have the skull. The only thing I don't have is like the hoo-ha, the doll skeleton.
And really, sourcing a human skull is traditionally the hardest part.
Well, it's Halloween. Everybody has some kind of skull.
Technically, a true statement.
I we saw a pack of them at Michael's. I was like, cool. We're just gonna grab these.
I thought they went out
So
of
our
business.
cosplays have a bunch.
Am I thinking of
Hmm?
someone?
No, that's Joanne Fabrics.
Okay. Michael's just always feels like it's going.
That's fair. No, it's still there. That and Home Depot have been my top two stores this past month
Fair, fair.
because it feels like if I'm not going to one of them on a day, I'm going to the other.
You sure do love spending money,
Oh,
especially once the that Tyranid terrain comes out.
thank God I got a promotion, I guess, right?
Do what?
I got a promotion at work.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So fortunately, a lot of that's going to go off to paying off the AC for right now, but you know,
Speaking of the AC, did you see the meme I sent in the group chat?
I saw a meme has been sent. I have not had the chance to look at it yet, though.
Why don't you just take a couple seconds and appreciate that one?
All right, give me one moment.
It is weirdly on topic with a lot of what we have been talking.
Finish. Oh no. Let me just finish putting this coat on.
You're putting a coat on inside, Scott. Turn
Oh
down the
no.
AC.
I just really want to test it out. It works. I gotta put us through its paces, right?
On literally
Gotta
like the
put it through
coldest day of the summer we've had in months.
gotta put it through the fitness gram pacer test. Right. Actually, I don't know if I ever actually painted the roof on the tower. So let me go grab that tower real quick.
Put it on stream. It's just a gray roof. Oh, oh, now.
Oh, oopsie. Ow, now.
I mean, the whole thing's gray, right? So, like, theoretically, it wouldn't be that noticeable.
No, not, it wouldn't really be. So I'm now remembering that I blew out the tower. So it comes with options, build options for like intact and
Like,
Shrek'd version of these buildings. So I Shrek'd the roof. So there's only a little bit of the tile on this.
what to the roof?
Shrek'd it.
I have never heard that.
You don't know about Shrek?
I know about Shrek. I've
Really?
never heard it
Not know
used as
Shrek
a
is love?
verb. I mean, I have
Yeah.
heard that meme.
I have definitely used Shrek as a verb around you.
Happy though.
I mean, it's probably been a minute. I think my go-to term lately has been murked, but yeah, like Shreked, like something getting destroyed or wrecked.
I just,
Shreked.
I just maybe Wreck-It Ralphed, but like I don't
Yeah,
associate Shrek with destruction.
I mean, you saw what he did to the guys at the in the little dueling arena.
I mean, I guess, but that's not a
Shreked
building.
them. Full on
Hmm.
Shreked them.
I'll watch that movie.
Doesn't he Kool-Aid Man through something at one point?
I mean, there's
Actually,
like 4 movies, so I can't say he didn't. I don't know. He did.
I could have sworn that he Kool-Aid's Man through something in the first one.
He walks through the like I don't even know what those are called actually. Like queue line, and the dragon comes through the window, but he doesn't. He might do it at some point during the when they're in the castle, I guess. But
Yeah, I think he does. It's been a very long time since I've watched Shrek.
yeah, I really should re-watch it for reasons that will become apparent in a few months.
Yeah, also Panzer Shreked.
I feel like you're stretching on that one. I get the joke, but
That
it
that was Tristan, and I support Tristan in his
don't
puns.
don't throw Tristan under the bus.
It's literally in chat. What do
I
you mean throw under the bus?
I
He
read.
lined up under the bus. I'm just here to make sure that it's glorious.
I'm just here to drive it.
No, no, we don't drive the bus over our friends nor supporters. We're just here to make sure that if he's going out, it's going to be good storied. It's going to be a good story.
I don't think putting your friends in a trolley problem is a good story, Scott.
You know, how often is it that one gets stuck in a trolley problem, though?
Depends on if you're on Mr. Beast show or not.
Well, that's fair.
That is literally an episode, by the way.
Is it?
Yep, but he doesn't do it
Huh.
very well. It's been a minute since I've
I've
watched the
heard.
like. I didn't watch the show because I refused to, but I did watch like a video breakdown of it, and the idea was dumb because it gave like no reason to not do it. Like,
That didn't really capture the heart and soul of the trolley problem.
well, it was basically like, oh yeah, if you let the quote unquote trolley go over them, I think it was like they're eliminated and you get money or something, or they might just be eliminated and that's it. And the other one is they just don't get eliminated. And it's like, one, I as the viewer have no connection to these people because you have done nothing to actually build connection with these people. So I don't really care if they're on the show or not. And then two, it is very clear they did not do anything to build connection amongst contestants.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I can get rid of opposition and get money. Okay.
He's like, you would do that to your friends? And like the guy, the reviewer I was watching was like,
Probably.
I don't know these people. Are they friends or are they not friends? You have done nothing to establish whether they are or not. I'm at best confused right now. Apparently that was just like a running theme with that show, was that the quote unquote contests were just like badly designed. Because one
Yeah,
was
I've heard that.
like one of them was like a
Oh,
Monty Hall problem, but it was like the floor disappears, right? But between each round, like, oh, you have the option to move, but the best play is to not move. So no one ever did. And he's like, I can't believe no one's moving. It's like, there's no reason to move.
Yeah, there's no encouragement, there's no incentive.
Yeah, like if you had been like, hey, if they treated it like, what was the show that had like the suitcases with the money in it?
Deal or no deal?
Deal or No Deal. If they had made it like Deal or No Deal, where it's like, hey, if you move spots, you'll get X amount of money, something like that. Give me an incentive. Then people will be like, oh man, do I risk that I'm on the next one that's going to fall anyway and I get nothing? Or do I risk like moving to a new spot, which is hypothetically more likely to drop, but I get something for sure instead of getting nothing? Like that would have added an interesting like twist to it. But again, he doesn't do that.
Question. Maybe you
Yes.
know the answer, maybe you don't. Why is Mr. Beast rich? Did he start rich? Is he rich because of his videos?
I think it's a bit of both. I think what it was is they like genuinely broke down the algorithm and just are really good at you assuming they even work by the normal algorithm anymore, which considering he's the biggest channel on YouTube and like has like professional deals, I'd be willing to bet he doesn't even play by the normal rules anymore.
Fair.
But yeah, I know like he basically sat down with like a group of people before they started making the channel. They went through and analyzed a whole bunch of channels and kind of found a way to break the algorithm. But
Mhm.
also like it highly takes advantage of literal children. So ironically, he seems to be
Well,
very sensitive about.
yeah. All right. See, the more you know. See, I know nothing about. I only just watched Markiplier for the first time like 2, 3 weeks ago.
Really,
Yeah.
I feel like we were like around that. Oh, maybe it was, you're a little older than me, so maybe it just barely missed you. But I remember him being like a thing when I was in high school.
Oh no, no, he was still a thing. He was still a thing. But I just like I don't know. I didn't really follow any online personalities
Fair enough.
or like any personalities, honestly.
I'd like not to have a
Now here
personality,
we
Scott.
are. I think we can safely say I have some kind of personality. What it is, nobody really knows, but
Esoteric.
yeah, that's probably good. That's probably a good descriptor. The forbidden knowledge of my personality.
God is a great old one. I note, is there a Cthulhu tabletop game? Like that's not just a board
Like
game or an RPG.
tabletop strategy or tabletop RPG.
I guess like miniatures focused games, not necessarily like an RPG or board game, but like
Oh, I believe There's Cthulhu Wars, but that's more of a board game with miniatures than a miniature game.
okay, that does sound familiar. I feel like there
And then there is
was.
there's a couple RPGs. There's like Call of Cthulhu is one of the bigger RPGs out right now.
I'd argue it's like consistently the second or third biggest. That's not like just straight
I'd
up
say
fantasy.
okay, okay, that's fair. I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say is like second biggest probably Pathfinder or maybe Daggerheart at this point, but
Assuming they haven't shot themselves in the foot by not playing Daggerheart on stream.
mm.
Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I saw that they're not for their next campaign. They're going to be using D&D. They didn't want to be too self gratifying.
I don't think it's that. I think they were probably. I think it's probably more that Brent Lee Mulligan was like, because you have you seen the actual plan for it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was watching their fireside chat yesterday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brandon Lee Mulligan was just like, yeah, I'm not running essentially 3 streams a week. on a system I'm not 100% like familiar with. If I
I
had
don't
to
know. At
guess,
least
that's
the
probably what
cited
happened.
for the cited reason he gave, at least, was that they didn't want to be too self-gratifying. Didn't want to shove Daggerheart down people's throats.
I just don't think that's true, to be honest with you, because
Yeah.
like there's
Well,
a non-zero chance they just shot their own game in the foot because they're their greatest advertisers. They 100% are. No one else is going to advertise as much as they could.
yeah, but also like there is such thing as too much advertisement.
I mean, true, but this is also the same show that has its own TV show. Like
Yeah.
both of their shows advertise for each other.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if they are being 100% earnest with that statement, it's they don't want to be too forceful as well. It's still not the biggest fish in the game, not the biggest fish in the pond.
That's true.
So
It has a lot more hype than practically any
it has a lot
other
of hype,
game system has had.
but also like most people still play D&D, right?
Yeah,
So like that's what gives them the largest audience because most people are familiar with that, and I could see them still like doing side games and whatnot with Daggerheart, but
yeah, I think that's more or less the case. It was just like I'm not sure. They probably weren't sure they could maintain the audience using Daggerheart, which is
yeah.
probably a fair assessment.
But I'm excited. I have not followed Critical Role in I got like I went through all of I was well, I did all of campaign 1. I got maybe
Hmm.
a fifth of the way through campaign 2 and then life happened. And the next thing you know, they already finished campaign 3. It's like, "Oh, okay, don't know when that happened." But the new campaign is like a whole new world and everything, so I can like hop on and not feel like I'm missing out because I am missing 3 campaigns worth of lore.
But that's kind of the thing, though. That's why I don't think it's actually probably going to. I have very deep concerns on whether this one will actually work or not because they're essentially so they have to run. There's only two ways they can really run this, right? They can either run because they're running three separate campaigns that all tie in together like distantly, correct?
Yeah, it's West March's campaign.
Well, it's not true West Marches, but it's inspired by it. So true West Marches you can fall in and out of. Um,
Yeah. Well, yeah, my first D&D was West Marches, actually ran by Tristan.
okay,
So,
yeah, so you're familiar with it. But what I'm trying to say is that so they either do three streams a week, right, which is a lot,
mhm.
or they do one stream a week and rotate it. There's two big problems. There's a big problem with both of those. The biggest problem Critical Role has always had is getting new players in literally after like the first episode of the campaign because it is a big time commitment to just keep up and is an even bigger time commitment to try and catch up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So if you were doing three a week, now that is three streams a week you have to watch to be up to date. That is a massive time commitment. That's real. And all these
Yeah.
streams are roughly going to be about 4 hours. I think that's probably closer to their average. Or you do a rotating and play one a week, which means now if you don't like one or two of the other streams, you have to wait roughly a month to watch the stream you actually like again. I I just don't know if it's a good model to keep
I don't
people
know.
watching.
I mean, they'll they're trying, and if anybody has the resources to try and figure it out, it's them.
I mean, hypothetically, I
But I
still
would
don't know.
say because like the three campaigns seem like they're separate but all happening in the same universe, so they can kind of like help each other out and things can happen between them.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like to not to keep going with this reference, but the Cosmere, right? You don't need to read all the Cosmere to understand what's going on in the Cosmere. You
sure.
can read Mistborn and just be happy with Mistborn. You can read Stormlight Archives and just be happy with Stormlight Archives. You get a big picture. You get the big picture when you do all of them, but you don't have to do that commitment. You can just focus on the one.
And that's entirely true, but it's not the greatest comparison because Cosmere, even though Brandon Sanderson is a very prolific writer, who is rivaled only by the likes of people like Stephen King in his cocaine era. He can still only puts out so much
Yeah.
content a year. Even his longest
Yes.
books are the equivalent of just a what 2.5 months of Critical Role content.
But yeah, but I guess the other thing, but yeah, but it's like that is kind of the idea though. Is like you don't need. I'm assuming you don't need to follow everything to get a fulfilling start to end story.
I mean, you could say that about their last campaigns though, but that's not how it played out.
I don't know. I was not. I hadn't seen any of their last campaign,
But that's
so.
my exact point. Once you fell off the wagon, you couldn't catch up.
Mhm.
And I just feel like if you're running with three wagons, like you're going to drop more people. I don't know. It'll be
Right.
interesting to
I don't know.
see.
I just don't. I don't know.
I don't know. Not like I said, I
It'll
don't
be
know.
interesting to see.
Yeah. I'm just watching it from a purely outside perspective because I had zero interest in Critical Role, practically speaking, because at least a few of the players just annoy me enough that I don't want to watch even the ones I do like.
Jonathan was saying the same thing. It's like, which ones annoy you? And it's like, I don't know. It's like, oh, okay.
I mean, I can specify at least one for sure. I can specify two, and he's probably talking about it because we had this conversation on Friday. We're going to the
Yeah,
store.
yeah. You mentioned that.
Okay, because I think Marisha Ray, her characters are just so like stereotypical and like boring that I'd never like any of her characters. They usually have one character trait, and that's about it. At least of the two I saw. I too really only
Right.
watched the first two campaigns, and I kind of mentioned to him, but I feel like if uh, Matthew Mercer wasn't the DM at the start, she probably wouldn't have been on it. I just do not
Which
think.
fair.
Yeah,
Well, because she's not a voice actor or anything, right? She's just in the creative space.
no, I think she is. Like she is actually a voice actor.
Well,
She's
she
by
is
far and away not the most
now, but
famous.
she is now following Critical Role's success, but beforehand she was not. She was just like
I thought
a
she had
creative in
small
the creative
roles.
space.
Okay, but even
I don't,
still, like
I don't think she did.
I'm really not talking about the voice acting capabilities because that, in theory, that
Oh,
part
right.
shouldn't
I
actually
just mean
matter.
in general, she's on a kind of a different field than the rest of them.
Okay,
Especially because they are used to playing so many different characters. They have a lot of influence from characters that they've had to get into the role of.
I thought Bo was stereotypical from the first time I saw her because she was like, "I'm a tomboy who doesn't care about anything," and I just hate those type of characters. Not necessarily tomboys, but characters that are like, "I'm too cool for this," and that's all she ever was when I got bored, watched it. That's why it was one. Absolutely nothing to do with anything that came after because I don't watch anything. But
Yeah, no, I think because I think she fleshed out later on, at least like as far as I got. Especially like when one of the characters die, they all start to like grow a bit as characters.
I guess I don't know. I just didn't. Like I said her characters more annoy me. Uh, Allison annoys me a lot of the time.
I like Taliesin.
He's okay, and like I didn't mind Percy. I think it's just more him on a personal level that I find moderately annoying. Can't fully explain why.
Yeah, I could see him being one of those people that in person you either like get really along with or like, yeah, this kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, that's kind of my feel for it.
Let's see. Sorry, I need to catch up. With
But Tristan, I know you have many thoughts, and I know this is frustrating you. And on some level,
Also,
I enjoy this.
but yeah, that is also fair that a lot of people like the Mercer effect is a thing, right? Make a lot of people will copy a lot from Critical Role because for a lot of people that's their intro to D&D, so can
Well,
make
yeah,
some of the characters seem flat because you get a lot of characters like them.
I wouldn't call that the Mercer effect because that's just good old fashioned like an introduction thing. The Mercer effect is more like people expecting a lot more from base D&D than is actually it. Like they don't realize how much is actually Matt Mercer versus like a standard, like a typical DM.
Mhm.
Because he just, even like in the early streams, he just clearly has so much more access to stuff that just your average DM simply does not.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for it. I'll try to watch it. Um, we'll see how well that works. But I'm interested to see it, especially because like I just like because especially since I'm getting ready to DM my first ever campaign. Um, the outside influences are always helpful for me.
That's fair. I
Oh, we did get a fourth, by the way.
oh,
Yeah, one of Kirsten's friends was interested. She doesn't know Cosmere, but she likes RPGs, so
fair enough.
yeah, and they're cool. We like them. Um, yeah, like I said, getting ready for my first DM my first campaign ever, and I'm only a little terrified.
It's okay if it crashes and burns. We just act like it didn't happen.
Exactly. It's
To be
just like
fair, that's
if
how like
somebody ran Curse of Strahd.
that's how like 80% of campaigns really actually go. I wouldn't even say end, just how they go. Oh, quite interesting because I don't even hear an accent with you, but it might just be me.
He can ham it up when he needs to.
Well, yeah, but we all can,
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, I can only ham up Scottish.
which is a very low
Why
bar
is
actually.
everyone Scottish? Oh no, because I'm nervous. That's why everyone's Scottish.
It's gonna be real awkward considering in Stormlight everyone is objectively Asian or Hispanic.
Fucking do. Oh god. Yeah. Yeah. God, have you ever listened to any of the older 40K audiobooks that have the Tau?
No, but I have a feeling I know how it goes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like okay. Follow me on a journey right now.
Not sure I want to,
Have
but
you
carry on.
I'm assuming you've watched Star Wars Episode 1, correct?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember how oh god, what's the Nemodians talk?
Yes.
The Trade Federation guys. It's like
Yep.
that, except they just like really fucking cranked it to an 11.
Which is frankly
So
impressive.
yeah, instead of going Queen Amidala herself, it's more like, oh, it's Queen Amidala herself. It's like, oh Jesus Christ.
Have you
I
ever?
feel, I feel very weird about this.
God, what is it even called? Have you ever read American Chinese?
No.
It's a little what's it called when it's a comic book style, but it's not an actual
Graphic novel?
graphic novel. It's a little graphic novel that's I think supposed to be like partially autobiographical. But I do want to forward this. This is written by a Chinese American, telling their own story. and it serves a purpose in the story that I don't want to spoil. But it has a character in there that is the most aggressive Chinese character you can possibly imagine.
Oh God.
Like, I want you to imagine every single Chinese stereotype pre-communist revolution. A lot of the
Okay.
ones you see
Okay.
in westerns, and
Right.
then just crank that up to the most annoying levels possible.
Okay. Okay. But he serves a purpose in the story, is what you're saying.
He does serve a purpose in this.
Okay. Okay. Well, as long as there's that.
And it's a really good. I do recommend it. It is a good graphic novel. Weirdly enough, there is like a Disney Plus adaptation, which just goes like a totally different route. I have not watched it. I do not intend to. But if you want to watch that, go for it. But no, you are not getting the graphic novel experience. So as a side note, I have heard that Elemental Council is really good.
I have heard that. Because my main experience was with, okay, my first experience was with the Damocles books, which is like a collection of different short stories based on Damocles Gulf Crusade. And
Mm-hmm.
that was real bad. All those were really, like, there was some decent stories in there and some interesting ones. But the voice acting ruined it for me because it was that, like, really just egregious racist Chinese voice.
Which is fascinating considering that like the Hong Kong population in the UK is not small. Like
Yeah.
the Hong Kong Chinese, I don't know exactly what the term would be, but like the Hong Kong Chinese population is quite large in the UK, and they speak English quite well and are quite respected. Like they're like they enjoy being in the UK. You know, it's not like they're
Oh yeah.
hard to
Yeah. I mean,
find.
like, Britain does not get a pass on racism. Like they have lots of their own problems with racism, which R.F. Kuang I feel like captures really well in Babel.
RF Kwong has
Um,
issues. I'm sorry, I dislike her on so many levels.
well, you just have it from Poppy Wars, right?
Yes, but I have also done not a lot of reading. I've done a fair amount of reading on some of her other stuff, and she has some genuine class issues of
Right.
in how she presents herself. Because like
Right. But
yeah, my
regardless,
biggest criticism is on Poppy War. You are correct because it is bad. It
okay.
is very bad.
Okay. Well, from my understanding of people's reviews, she's definitely grown a lot as a writer, and Babel's very well written. I like Babel. Babel's a good book. But it talks a lot about that. Where do we start here? Oh, but yes. So going back, um, the Farsight books, though, their audiobooks are actually really good. I like the Farsight books.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
They're
it's the
some
second
of
best Tau
how,
character.
uh, except for maybe Aounshi. Aounshi's just kind of a badass, but he doesn't have any books. So
But like,
one moment, going possibly out of range.
totally not.
Okay, can you hear me?
What?
Okay, good. You can hear me. Oh yes. Aounshi's the only ethereal we respect in these parts, and he's a badass. But unfortunately, he's also Legends.
Womp womp.
If Aounshi can get the respect of Farsight, he can get the respect of me.
You can dodge a wrench.
Um,
You can dodge a ball.
but
Okay,
yeah,
but you're
I'd
just
say
entirely
some of
ignoring
the
Shadow Sun right now.
well, Shadow Sun is a fucking Muppet for the ethereals, so yeah, we're gonna ignore Shadow Sun.
All Tau characters except Firesight are Muppets for ethereals. That's literally
Yeah, that's
their
why.
shtick.
Why do you think I play the Farsight Enclaves?
Ah. You play Kroot, you don't play Farsight Enclaves, and you know it.
I dabble with both. It's just I've been on a Kroot kick lately.
Lately has been since I've known you.
It's only gotten really egregious with the new codex.
You haven't even painted Farsight.
That is fair, but it's
He
not
came
really
out.
fair because a, there's a lot of shit I haven't painted.
I'm just saying, if you're going to
I'm
call
not
yourself a Farsight player, you should probably have the new Farsight that came out in 9th edition painted.
maybe. He's on my
I
desk.
think
I'm looking at it right now.
I think most of my criticisms are fair.
Nah, full of it. Full of it. Full of beans. Um, what was I gonna say? But yes, I mean, like like from the get go, even as a kid, the sept that my custom sept has always aligned with the enclaves. So like I've always been consistent on that one.
That's fair.
So the Talcar sept has always been a third sphere expansion sept that has joined the enclaves. You can quote me on that.
Okay, I'll let you have this one.
But I would say, but yeah. So what I was saying was, some of the mannerisms of the Tau was a little obnoxious because it kind of like, okay, so you've played Knights of the Old Republic, right?
Yes. I don't know if I ever
Okay,
completed it, but I've played it.
remember how the HK units always like prefaces his sentences with like some kind of clarifying thing for like what the purpose of the sentence was.
Yes, though ironically, I am more
But-
familiar with that due to something else I'll explain here in a second. But go
Okay,
on.
so a lot of the Tau kind of did that, where like consternations, blah 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 blah.
Okay. So, fun fact on the HK
Oh,
unit:
hmm
there is a guy in the Army subreddit, like the not official, but like the actual U.S. Army, like people in the Army use subreddit, right?
yeah,
That his entire like character, like he literally had his profile picture is that character, and he talks like that character.
meat bag.
Yes, up to and everything, like making like comments on actual stuff going on in the army as this character, and he's one of the more well-known people in that subreddit. I don't strictly know what he's dealing with, but he's dealing with something, and I love him for it.
And we're here for his journey. Speaking of Reddit, I did see something hilarious on, I think it was like, RPG Circle Jerk or something.
Okay.
It was like a ship posting subreddit for RPG memes and shit. So they posted a meme about Critical Role Campaign 4 not using Daggerheart.
Yeah.
And you go through the comments, and it looks like the guy who posted was supposed to be switching between accounts and commenting back and forth with himself, but it
Yeah.
looks like he forgot to switch accounts. So it's just OP like arguing with himself in what can only be described as some kind of like Tourette's fueled rampage.
what I love about
It was fascinating.
what I love about those kinds of subreddits is you can never know if he did that intentionally or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, is he playing us? Is he playing us the fool right now? Or is this like a bit? Or is he in earnest was trying to build like something here and it just his house of cards came crashing down because he forgot to switch accounts.
Many such cases.
All right. How much longer are we going, Brendan?
Uh, already 9:30. Do you want to go to 10? Are you getting a bit tired?
I can go to 10. I don't think there's anything else I need to. Oh, I need to flip the laundry, but other than that, I think there's nothing else I need to do. So I was actually going to start on my Malkador because I have all this
Ooh.
boxes of stuff that I've had for months and years, but we're gonna build a new thing.
You have another Malkador?
I got the Infernus.
That's right. That was your thank you gift to yourself.
Yeah, I was like, good job, Scott. You finally did it.
I need to put together my Brutalis, but I think that I'm going to do a. I think I'm going to do a short with that one. That like rapid
Oh,
put together one I did.
actually, mm, yeah, the guy I was talking to, uh, for sourcing some stuff for us, he really liked that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, good. The stuff being the soft stuff.
the objective markers
Oh, okay.
for
You're
ourselves. Yeah.
you're being like cryptic about it, so like, go along with
Yep,
it.
yep. Then I realized we're not selling these things right now, so
Also, no one watches these streams. If you're going to leak something, this is the stream to do it.
my social security number is 12345.
Side note, real talk, the number of people I had to give my social security number to in the army, it makes it a small miracle that like my shit was never stolen. Or just like our shit in the army was never stolen in general, because like holy shit, we had to tell a lot of people our
Oh yeah.
security numbers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because I have to do it too,
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
for like
For work
trips and
related stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. Like man.
Should I work on the Malkador or should I? No, I should probably actually work on the Sisters Combat Patrol. I told Kirsten I'd do that. Okay, we'll hold off on you, Malkador, and we'll start working on the Sisters.
The sisters you didn't buy more of, even though I tried to get you
Yeah, I've already spent a lot of money this month,
to.
so
That's fair. I just saw it and I was like, oh, I want to let him know. I did think it was funny that the like next day John was like, oh, I might get the Celestine.
it's like, of course you are.
To be fair, he has been talking about starting that army for a while now.
Right, but I'm not sure if it's like actually that or like because I've been mentioning it recently.
I mean, I'm sure that plays a part in it, but he's talked about it for years.
Yeah,
Like every time a new Battle Force comes out, he's like, oh, do I get this one? I'm like, I don't know, man. Do you want
yeah.
it?
No, it's fair. It's fair.
But to his credit, he has. I don't think he's actually knee jerk bought an
Uh,
army in a
sh-
while.
the new one is the one without the rhino, correct?
I do
Oh,
not.
hi, Jonathan. He heard his ears twitching.
Oh, look, it's. We talk about him. The
Hey,
one time we talk about him, he shows up.
heard you were talking shit.
We weren't. I even gave you a compliment. I just want to be very clear on this.
But yeah, it should be the new one, Tristan. It's the one that does not include the rhino. So yeah,
You talking about the combat patrol?
yeah. Buongiorno.
I actually joined like just on that second that y'all started talking about me. Like I was
Man, that's impeccable timing on your part. I better be
It's
honest.
frankly hilarious timing, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
really
it's actually
is.
pretty funny. Pretty funny. I'm not gonna. If you want to start sisters, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm just poking fun over there.
I wanted to start the army, but it's not the cheapest army in the game, and there are just other projects that I want to do more.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna build this. And let's see if Kirsten likes it. I'm gonna paint it as the white order. I forget which order that is though.
Order of the Sacred Rose.
Say that's right. I keep forgetting. I have it written down, but
Okay, it's just the one I wanted to do.
I mean, white looks good on sisters.
It really does, but then you have to paint white. And like also
It's
echo
not fun.
John, sisters are like only cheaper than Guard on a technicality.
I don't think they are.
They require slightly fewer units. Pretty sure they're similarly priced. I don't think they're dramatically more expensive than most of their units.
Guard is weirdly cheap, I think, actually. Just because how efficient the Lehman Russ chassis is.
I mean, that's true. I do love the Castigator. That is one of my all-time favorite models.
Castigator is such a good looking tank.
It really is. If I ever get a Predator for my Space Marines, I will probably just hit bash a Castigator. In fact, I think
Which is good.
Give me a second, actually. I want to check something. I might show it on stream if I have the camera up. Come with me on this journey.
Where are you let me you didn't tell me this. Where are you applying? Unless you just want to tell me when we're all together this weekend, in which case also cool. And our boss said he could probably get you a job too, but I know you're trying to break out into a new industry.
I'm gonna laugh. It's that one I told you about, Scott.
I'm trying to remember the one you told me about. I'm going to be honest. I'm blanking.
I'd have to double check exactly what it was, but it was like a 3D printed aeronautical parts company, something like that. Some of those starting up in Denver. That looked neat. That I saw like an article on it, and then I just kind of moved on very quickly. Yeah, there it is. It would be on these ones too. That's delightful. I'm gonna show this on stream real quick because I got the magazine here. The Clementine Knights, just so you know, literal orange Marines are canon now.
Amazing.
But anyone on stream wants to look, this Predator here uses the Castigator turret, just with if I can get the light, there we go. Just with the
nice.
last cannon swapped out, or with Kit Bash last cannons, and that turret makes the Predator look so much better. Let me look it up. So I remember seeing an article and I was like, "Oh, that's neat." And then I talked to Scott and I were talking about jobs I happened to be interviewing that day, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I saw this."
That is neat. I do like that. Let's see.
I don't think it's that.
What are you working on?
The one I saw definitely was like
developing
connected to
Yeah.
3D printing, or at least from what the articles I can find on it, real quick. I'll admit, or a quick Google, but because it was definitely mentioned it was like related to 3D printing or like heavier use of plastics or something like that. I said it was a very quick look. Anyway, I need to check my scheme for dark skin. I apologize for the camera going. One of these days, we will be able to afford a separate camera. Isn't that right, Scott?
One day. Today is not that day. Tomorrow won't be that day either. Thursday? Dubious, but who knows?
Please click our affiliate links.
Please. I'm still waiting for the dang militia rules to drop. Where are my militia rules?
They did release a bunch of like civilians and survivors, by the way. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not.
Kind of neat.
Yeah, right now the driving factor for me is just the rules for militia dropping so I know what to build.
Mood.
Because if I get a bunch of new options, I'm like, oh shoot, okay, I want to build that, and that.
I would like demon rules at some point.
Yeah, that's supposed to be next month or the month after, I forget.
Next month was militia. Or I guess that
Oh,
yeah.
This month is militia.
August is militia? Or September is militia?
August is militia, and then September is supposed to be demons, I believe.
Well, they better move quick, because
Yeah.
not
Yeah, a lot of
Almost
people are
over.
expecting it by the weekend.
Iraq.
Or it might be a couple days delayed because the last Legends book was too, but
That one may or may not have gotten some last minute. Not sure
or
if that
last
one's.
minute just like, all right, we're gonna just quadruple check this.
I don't fully buy the conspiracy theory that they added like a whole bunch of stuff, but I bet you they still went in and were like, okay, is there anything we should throw in? Like,
Oh yeah, no, there's without a doubt they definitely probably went through. It's like, okay, is there anything that we're missing right now?
is there anything egregious that's gonna bite us in the butt? If
That we
yes,
don't
let's
already
fix
have plans for.
that. Yeah.
How does this? What? Oh, okay, I
I
see.
went on a bit heavier than that.
Is that right? That doesn't seem right. Oh, that's right. Jonathan, how was the rest of your evening?
It's fine.
Yeah.
What I should do this weekend? Huh.
Well, I think all the stuff I had. I guess I could 30K Pathfinder dude that I only
Ooh,
have
that'd be
got
fun.
him for free. Pathfinder
That's fair.
console or whatever. I went to our friendly
How'd
local.
you get it for free?
I went to our friendly local GW store, and they were like, "Hey, you want the mini of the month?" And I was like, "What is it?" And they're like, "It's a scout." You know what? Sure. I had no idea what to do with it.
So it's your console.
So he got kit bashed with a Black Templar shotgun and a little scarred Space Marine head. So now he is going to be a Pathfinder
Oh, shot.
console.
Oh, I'm seeing it on screen now. That's fun. I like that.
He's a nifty little
Nice.
guy. At some point, I just have to paint all of his skin, which is not fun.
Oh my God. Speaking of shotguns, um, today they released the ODST battle pass for Helldivers, and I am beyond pumped.
Early. Is that a pun,
Yeah, I guess
Scott?
so. Yeah, yeah, it's a pump action shotgun. But yeah, they added the shotgun, they added the classic assault rifle, they added the SMG, they added ODST armor. It's like, yo,
They
It's like,
know
how on earth is that a
ODS.
pun? Is that a pun? I'm really tired, y'all.
What are you guys talking about? Oh,
so I'm very,
Oh.
oh,
oh.
I'm very excited to play that post Dragon Con. I'm just gonna do like just gonna game for a day, just games. Can't stop me. Can't stop me.
I'm low key mad. I finally have a job where I get paid days off, including Labor Day. But my other job has me scheduled.
Rip.
Hate to see that.
I mean, I don't have to go until like later, but it's like, oh, oh, dang
Yeah,
it.
but you know,
Could have had an actual holiday.
Yeah, not like a big deal, but it's
Just a little bit disappointing.
yeah, you got it.
I had a heart attack moment with my dog sitter because she didn't know what weekend Labor Day weekend was.
Oh no,
Because, yeah, I was like, hey, are you free Labor Day weekend? I asked her last week, is you free Labor Day weekend to watch the dog and the cat because the border is full. It's like, when is Labor Day? It's like, it's next weekend. It's like, okay, cool. And I found out today she thought it was the weekend after.
wait,
Huh.
no.
So that was,
Has
it's
that
like,
been
no,
corrected?
that has now been corrected.
I say I presume that was
She's
not a
Uh,
still
big
free that
deal.
weekend.
after having, oh, it was a little bit of a big deal, but we got there. So after I had a bit of a panic attack, we got there.
Done. Any brush. Need to get a new dry brush. That was like the one new brush I forgot to grab. Get brushes down because I have not brought them up since Friday.
Mm.
Good news is this won't dry tonight. Won't have to think about what parts, what color.
Mhm.
Hunt it later.
I will say the shotgun's kind of fun. Actually, I don't know. I haven't used the standard shotgun in 30K yet. I've used my special Alpha Legion one, and that one's annoying.
You're cool.
I am. God, it's just the Saboteurs rules are so fun.
I have heard that Seekers are actually pretty solid in third edition.
Yeah, I've heard Seekers are like, they're very good. I've heard Seekers are very good.
Yeah, which is good because I wanted to build some anyway, like right before they announced it, and I was like, oh, well, I'll wait and see how they turn out in third. So I'm at the point with my 30K army where I at least want something usable before I buy it, just because of where it is on my priority list
Yeah.
currently. But
Yeah, Seekers are good. I have not tried my regular like shotgun dudes, but their rules look good. They look good. I don't have any positive confirmation. I don't have that data to tell you whether or not they are. Well, I was gonna say I am a big fan of the saber tank. That one, it did work. It did work last game.
and Saber Tank is just a cool model in general. I really
I love it. It's such a neat little thing.
Does it have core rules?
Yeah, that one's just in the core book.
Okay, because at this point, that's usually a good sign that it's going to get a plastic kit.
Oh, that'd be nice. It's one of the newer sculpts too, but
Yeah,
it'd be
that's
nice if it
true.
was in plastic because I want some more of them, but right now they're a little expensive.
Yeah, because that's what Arbor Ian pointed out in his like video on like why things kind of become uh get moved into Legends or Legacy, depending on the game.
Hmm.
Is that the the Legend stuff tends to be stuff that doesn't have models, or it's like an older sculpt that's getting phased out. Because practically all of the models in the core book are plastic, and none of the models in
Yeah.
Legacy are. That aren't
So
just like kit bashes.
hopefully, plastic saber tank.
I feel like it's
Oh,
likely because I feel like the Saber tank is one of the more iconic like 30K tanks. You know what I mean?
yeah. There's a plastic version for Legion.
We have stolen the Statue of Liberty, the little one from Las Vegas.
Oh, boy.
That is all Legion
Poor
makes me think about.
Hospital. I'm glad you're taking care of them, Tristan. Taking care of them, Tristan.
really admit that
Let's
administering needles is one of the reasons I did not want to be an EMT. Like, I decided not to follow that career path. Because they were like, hey, you have to get your IV certification. After a while sitting on the truck and watching IVs get put in, I was like, I can have it done to me, I cannot do it to someone else.
Hmm.
Because when it's done to you, you can kind of ignore it.
But you gotta pay attention to it when you're administering it. Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, people might be a little upset. Might end upset with an upset patient, client. I don't fucking know.
Patient. Not gonna call him a client. That's weird. I will admit, doing different interviews for like different companies lately when I've been like trying to talk about it, it's like I don't want to call it a client, but like that's like the closest thing for like what's going on. It feels wrong, but like it just makes it hard to explain a little bit.
Yeah. You gotta transfer it to speech they'll understand.
Yeah, you got to make it applicable.
Mhm.
Which, granted, the place I'm working at now is technically a medical facility, so that helped made it a little easier.
True.
I just want you guys to know that with the new magazine, there is a new uh, Iron Hands successor chapter called the Rust Oxen, and
Hmm.
it is fascinating.
Yeah, but which ones ride dinosaurs?
Did I send you that picture?
You did. I
Okay,
must
okay.
know more. I need to know more.
I don't know who Joe is, but I love him. I think it's just a random kit bash from like the Warhammer, from maybe the White Dwarf team. Give me a second. Give me a second. Find the page.
What a hero.
That's from the Warhammer Studio. The Warhammer Studios leaders and heroes.
Can we identify the dinosaur they used?
Yes, it actually
Yes.
says it is a
I have one.
Seraphon Agridon.
Yep, I have a box of them for doing the same thing but with crew.
Are you gonna put the little Tau piece on its head?
TBD. Not sure. It was supposed to be my Narlock riders for the Legends rules. But then all the other like cool crew stuff came out, so I was like, okay, we'll put that project by the side for a little bit.
Fair, fair.
Because there's all these sculpts I don't need to like kit bash to make cool.
Yes, I should. Kit bashing is fun. It is just a lot of work.
Oh yeah, I love doing it. It's
Yeah,
just sometimes you just need like I just need something to like, be together. I just need that dopamine hit of just like I finished a thing. Cool.
yeah, that's part of the reason why I haven't put together the Brutalis, besides wanting to do the video as well. It's just like, man, I wanna debate like, do I want to kit bash it? I could kit bash it a little bit into like a Chaplain Dreadnought, but like at the same time, that's work, and I'd have to custom order the Crozius from Archie's Forge. Come to think of it, I think they're based in the UK, so that might not be a good idea right now.
Ooh, it might not be possible right now, yeah.
It's also true. It might not be straight possible. Reasons we're not going to get into.
Hmm. If you guys are curious, I recommend Google.
That's even a moderately like recent development too. Because Lego did it too.
What's going on?
Yeah, like a lot of companies
Oh,
have just been like, oh, we're straight up not importing small stuff into the US right now because it's not worth it. Like we don't make any money on it. So, are you familiar with Lego's Pick-a-Brick program?
I think so.
Okay, so they have discontinued certain options on Pick-a-Brick, mostly like smaller bricks in the U.S. and Canada because of reasons.
Right.
And it has gone over about as well as you think. But because they're not making any money on them anymore, and like it's actively at a loss, that they decided to do it. And Canada kind of just hot hands by virtue of being by virtue of using the U.S. distribution hub. So
Mhm.
a lot of Canadians are upset for catching
Get
strays,
some strays.
which is fair. No, here I'm curious how well the video is doing. Last I checked, very well. Getting 25 watch hours since the end of this, since it uploaded completely.
Jonathan, you're a star.
I'm gonna go tell my mom. She's gonna be so proud.
Oh, that's good.
Definitely makes it one of the better performing ones recently. Good to like. I love the World Eaters versus Death Guard spike. I love seeing that so much every time because it's just like because it's so big that the thing has to zoom out to show it. You almost can't see the other ones. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can't see the vast majority of our videos, and I find that deeply hilarious.
Video did well.
It did well. It did very well. It did great. It's gonna suck when we lose those hours in like 6 months. They don't count towards the thing anymore. Hmm.
That'd be fine.
No, our
Also,
last
Tristan,
like
that's a relief that's an IV. So, because I would be upset.
yeah, most
It's not
actual like injections aren't too hard. Like that's not even like a that's just like a, at least in Colorado, it's just a straight up EMT skill. I guess technically it could be a EMR skill because Narcan or no, Narcan's a spray. Can EMRs do uh no, they can't. No. Because what's it called? Someone has an allergic reaction. What's that medication called?
Pen?
EpiPens.
Yeah, an EpiPen. So fun fact: nationally, EMTs cannot administer an EpiPen. You can aid
What?
a patient in administering an EpiPen. You yourself cannot administer. In the state of Colorado,
Why? That's
where
so weird.
it's a weird little thing. They just told us they told us about it for the National Registry test because they use the federal standards, not Colorado standards, which thank God because the federal standards are easier. In Colorado, we can administer it. We can do it either via an actual EpiPen or you can like use an actual needle and like measure it out and do it.
That's
Which
weird. Like even as a lifeguard, I was trained on how to administer EpiPens.
it's just a
Ugh.
weird like. We also got to remember as a lifeguard, you're getting first aid training, not so like as a lifeguard, you are covered under Good Samaritan law. You're not covered under an actual medical professional. So like if
Okay.
you if you mess up, you're not held liable for it. Active working EMT, if they mess up, they are liable for it. Is kind of the
Okay.
difference.
Okay.
Yeah. And also just like that could also just be a state law thing too, because that was in Pennsylvania, right? Yeah, and they might like federal law is the minimum, state laws often are above it. Colorado is way above it. But yeah,
Which
it's a
is
weird thing.
okay. You know what makes it more weird?
Hit me.
What?
The fact that I think this has recently changed, but our morticians don't need to be certified.
Oh yeah, I heard that. That's probably gonna change after like 5 different high profile cases where that's been an issue.
Yeah, it keeps happening
Yeah,
because they don't need to be certified here.
I think a lot of sheriff and local departments have been like, "Hey, maybe we should actually check on these guys because it has happened
Yeah.
repeatedly in the state of Colorado."
What has been the issue?
I'm not gonna go into it on
Um,
stream.
I'll go into on stream. So yeah, there was a coroner. He was like the elected coroner, also a mortician, air quotes, mortician by trade, not by education. In Pueblo, they recently found that he just had like he was just like for funerals, he was just giving back random bodies,
Huh?
especially for like cremations or closed casket funerals.
Are you aware what mortician is?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I. Huh?
I just
I'm not
wanted to
gonna
be.
try to
I
get
just wanted to be
smart
sure.
first.
I just wanted to be sure. I just wanted to be sure. But yeah, there's been a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
they're
like
just
that. A lot
giving
of
back random ass bodies, and the rest of them he just kept in the cooler at his private kept in the cooler at his private mortuary home,
yep.
and it's like an elected position person.
There's also
So
been a
big
lot
scandal.
of selling of parts, and yeah, just it just keeps happening. 'Cause my God, so I don't know when the next like state session is, but I bet that comes up pretty quickly. If
'Cause
I
this
was a
is
betting man,
ridiculous. Honestly, Colorado has a long storied history of that. There was I forget what park it is. One of the parks up in Denver, right? Um Originally it was a cemetery. So they got contractors to exhume the bodies and move it to a different location so they could build the cemetery there. However, comma, they're paying them by like the body parts that they were coming up.
Oh
So
dear.
what they would do is they would take the bodies, chop them up, and then move them one by one so they get paid more. And then the state caught wind of it. It's like, no, no, no. What the hell? Um,
what is
they got into
wrong with
big
you
trouble.
people?
Yeah, they got into big trouble. And allegedly, there's still a lot of bodies there, like under the park, because they couldn't get somebody, like an ethical person, to exhume them. So allegedly, the
Fascinating.
park's haunted.
Allegedly, a lot of places are haunted.
Yeah. So yeah, Colorado and the mishandling of bodies. Name a more iconic
A
duo.
long history.
Used to make a joke that my backup in a different life I was a mortician.
I feel like you would hate that.
Now that I'm older, I think my other life career would have been worse. Nowadays the bet is in my other life I'm a lawyer.
I'm sure that's worse, strictly speaking.
Yeah, I mean, a friend of mine is a mortician in Illinois, and she's like one of the most tenured morticians in the entire state, just from straight the amount of like uh what's it called? Wow, embalmings
Got
that she's had to do. She's like the most. She's has one of the highest tenures in like the entire state. So
I don't know how to
yeah,
properly express to you how like not surprised I am to hear that you have a mortician friend.
yeah,
Like I was as soon as you said that, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Didn't even
Yeah,
like
that
have a
makes
half
sense.
second. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm going to their wedding in on Halloween.
Nice.
Also, not surprised.
Well, what's the line from Andor? I have many friends.
I have friends everywhere.
I have friends everywhere.
Honestly, I think that just like comes with getting older. Just like use John as an example right now.
Okay.
Well, no, because it came up because you were asking because you're going on a trip and you were asking about
Oh, that is true. That is
stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I have a brother-in-law that lives there. Let me talk to him. like just the older I get, the more I realize, man, I have a lot of people just spread out over a good chunk of the country and the planet. Because I'm also about to
Yeah,
have a
we
relative
live.
literally stationed in Japan. Like, it's genuinely crazy.
We live in a world that's interconnected. People can move around fairly easily. A little less easily recently, but still fairly easily.
We do live in a society.
Damn
Live
it!
in
I was trying.
society.
I was trying to figure out the best verbiage for the "We Live in Society" joke. You beat me
Sometimes
there.
just straightforward is the best, John. Sometimes
Yeah.
a half-baked idea executed now is better than a fully baked idea executed after the moment is gone.
I feel like I've heard that
General
quote
Patton.
before.
Yeah, it's literally a patent quote.
That's a patent quote.
Well, paraphrase, but yeah, a good plan now
Yeah,
is
I think
better
it's
than
the exact.
a perfect plan later, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. Yeah. All right. That sounds like a patent quote.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
hold on, Tristan. Here in Madison, the newly elected coroner for a few years ago found out something. Previous coroner owned a funeral home and ran a morgue out of that. So the city was like, "Where's yours?" Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Because that's the other thing. Like, a lot of cities won't have a morgue. They'll go through a private funeral home. And then if the mortician or if the coroner is the elected coroner is not uh have their own funeral home, then they kind of boned.
and
They have to
up a
use
creek.
somebody's freezer, somebody's actual facility. Hmm?
I really need to create
What'd you say?
some kind of view on the channel that's like, or for the stream, that's not just my hobby table. So when I finish, I have like something to put up. Like when we're doing something like this, we're just talking.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair. We're to the hangout part of the hobby hangout.
It is an important part of it. It certainly makes it much more enjoyable. It gets really awkward when you're doing it by yourself.
Don't worry, I try to join you.
Thank you, Scott. It's appreciated.
Fucking better appreciate me. I mean,
Scott, without you, we wouldn't have much of a
actually,
channel.
that's fair. That is fair. I'm just an ideas guy. What can I say? But I have an idea, Brendan.
What?
Idea is send me the damn Night Lords thing so I could finish the thumbnail.
I will, but we're currently talking to our adoring fan.
Oh, that's right. That's on your phone.
Again,
I
I can't.
forgot about that.
Literally can't.
Sad.
Oh, actually, real quick, I just thought of something, Tristan. It is after 10, so we will probably end the stream here pretty soon. But, you bought all those novitiates. Did you buy them like you bought the kill team kit, right? So how do you feel about them moving to a 40k kit that is almost certainly cheaper? I'm curious.
But it's not like huge, isn't
It
the price
is.
difference like $2 or something?
It's like 20. Okay, I don't know for the novitiates yet, obviously, because they're not out. But for like the deathcore, it's like $20-something difference.
No, there's no way.
Yes. Let me pull it up. I think the Kill Team kit
Hold on. Yeah.
is like $70. Veteran Guardsman, I think is what it's called. Veteran Guard. BW, I'm not entirely sure how you managed to break the search function on your thing, but you did. I want you to be aware of that fact. Would that be under Warhammer 40? Yeah, Novitiates, they just announced it on Sunday, are moving to an actual like 40k kit. They're coming out under the 40k banner. It'll be the same kit. They'll just remove like if there's like an upgrade sprue or something, it'll just get removed. At least that's what they did for Deathcore, so I'm assuming it's similar. They're doing that
Just like
and the
they'll like take out the tokens and stuff.
yeah. Well, it's that and like for the Deathcore one, it had a little upgrade sprue. They took that out as well. I don't
For like
know.
medical kits and stuff.
I think so, yeah. Or at least like an extra medical kit thing. It's just like a bunch of random little stuff.
I forget. The Celestians are the ones that got leaked, right?
Yes, that's the new ones.
Oh my god, they're so cool.
They are really cool. I'm half hoping they get agents rules, even though I know they're not going to.
The one with just like the claymore slaps. Like absolutely just gorgeous model. The shield model also gorgeous. I'm excited for that. I am going to I would want to pick that one up.
Did they stop selling the Kill Team?
Because eventually the kill teams go out of rotation, right?
They're out of like competitive rotation. It's kind of weird. They're being like
We do need to play more kill team. The one or two
they're
games we
gonna.
played, I thought were a lot of fun. I want to try the PvE mode for kill team.
That would be. I think that would make for like an interesting pre-recorded. Which I mean, behind the scenes, real quick, was the initial plan for our first video.
Yeah, the footage is still there somewhere. Actually, did I delete that recently because it was bad?
You said you
It was
did.
originally going to be a Crusade channel.
Also true, but then we figured out, man, it is really easy.
Until it's not.
But yeah, I cannot find the Kill Team. Let's see. You see, so Agents isn't a good comparison. See if I can find like an old. I'm pretty sure I remember it getting reboxed. Actually, I can go to eBay because if they still have it new, it'll be at MSRP.
Yeah, there's no way in hell they'd get rid of them, but
I mean, they already moved them to
well, like there's no way in hell they'd like straight up just wholesale get rid of them.
Yeah, because there's the with the new packaging, and that is 65 for the Kill Team, which I'm pretty sure is basically the normal it's been. I don't think that's massively more expensive than it was in last edition, even though I think most of the boxes went up at least slightly.
Right, inflation and all that.
Inflation, and they added a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so it wasn't quite as much as I thought, but MSRP from GW is 52 for the non-Kill Team kit. That's a $13 difference.
Okay.
That's MSRP. Like if you're getting it discounted, not that anyone has ever actually seen the deathcore like 40k box. I sure haven't. Yeah, like it's a noticeable discount when they move it from kill team to 40k, which is nice, especially for deathcore because that's what everyone was buying it for 40k, not kill team.
What? You didn't play Veteran Guardsman and Kill Team?
I never did. I can tell you that. I have them built to actually play them in kill team. I have all the kill team operatives I think built across like 2 squads, but
Hey, we should, even if it's not for the channel, we should just like get a game in sometime.
maybe I've just had like since like Black Templars came out and uh Guard came out, I've been on a pretty big like 40k kick. I just been wanting to play
Sure.
40k. But anyway, it is about we're a couple minutes shy of 10:15, and I think all of us have work in the morning. So, and I still need to do a couple of things.
Work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he needs to send me things, so.
I need to send you a picture. What was the other thing I need? I don't remember what the other thing I said I was needing. Yeah, I will say like the general consensus when it comes to like the deathcore box is you buy like anywhere between 3 and 5 of the regular box, and you buy one of the kill team box just so you have the extra bits to sprinkle in. You probably get a tighter ratio, and then you probably do like 3 to 1, but sure. But yeah, Scott, do we need to do any housekeeping?
I don't think so. Please be sure to like and subscribe. But if you're here, you're probably like and subscribe.
Odds are you're already
Thank you all
subscribed.
for hanging out.
Hmm.
Yeah. Please be sure to hang on the Discord. And if you are not going to Dragon Con, with me, Tristan, please be sure to join us this Sunday for our Blood Ravens versus Night Lords game. That should be fun.
It totally won't be frustrating for at least one of us.
Question is whoomst. Whoomst.
I have some good ideas. I have some ideas. All right, well,
It's Jonathan, because he's going to be busy missing us as he leaves for his trip.
I don't think Jonathan has ever missed us when has gone on a trip.
Yeah, it's probably more of like, oh, thank God.
His
I'm away from
silence,
these jackasses.
his silence is conspicuous.
I haven't not said, thank God I'm away from the but like, that's not my go-to statement.
All right. Anyway, once again, thank everybody for showing up. Tristan, as always, anyone else that's been in and out of this thing, any of the like 5 people that click this video after it publishes, hi. You never make it this far, but hi.
They could.
They have never have.
Well, there's a chance.
I don't think any of our streams has gotten even like 0.1 watch hours after it has gone like off air.
I mean, that's not really the point of a hobby stream.
Yeah, I don't really expect it, but anyway. Yeah. So goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, yawning puppy. I'm sure really wants to go to her actual bed. And we'll see you
Good night,
guys
Moon. Good
on
night,
Sunday.
puppy.
Bye.
Sunday.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yo, that Warhammer Plus Eldari model is sick.